Hello. Welcome to iiocs.com Food Tech Club. Today we will learn chemistry and manufacture of pectin and role of pectin in gel formation. So we know about the pectin. So the sources will be fruits and vegetables. From that we can extract the pectin. So from the here you can see the powder, pectin powder. So by using that one or by directly that one, these are the pectin jellies, jam. So these are the products will be there in the market. So the main basic reason for that is the pectin. So how it will help in gel formation and also chemistry and also manufacture of pectin, today we will learn. So regarding chemistry of pectin, so pectin is a beta D galactopyrronic acid or beta D galacturonic acid. Molecular formula is C6H10O7. So this is, you can see the 3D picture, the structure of this pectin, and 2D. It is in 3D and it is in a 2D view. So the higher molecular weight polysaccharides are present in the cell walls of the plants. So these pectins are cement cell walls together. So it is a cement. Okay, pectin will act as a. So these pectin are used as emulsifiers and stabilizers in the food industry. So today we will learn about the pectin. So this is the structure. So we can see this is a here A. So a repeating segment of a pectin molecule you can see. This is a repeating segment of pectin molecule. And the sum of the functional groups you can see. See here the carboxyl group as a functional group in this pectin segment, and ester. The ester is a functional group in this pectin segment, and amide. Amide is a functional group in this pectin chain. So this is the repeating segment of pectin molecule you can see. And this is also with the colorful here D-galactoronic acid. This is the D-galactoronic acid. Okay, and L-raminose, the white will be the L-raminose, and glucuronic acid, this will be the glucuronic acid. Okay, so this is the L-arabinose and D-galactose. This is about the D-galactose. L-acyric acid, the red one is okay. So epipose, these are the epipose, and this small will be the O-acetyl, and green color will be of this is the will be the O-methyl, and this is the borate. This one is L-galactose. See, this is what we can see the structure. And in the plant cell wall, how it will looks, very nice picture you can see. See, this is the middle lamella, and it is primary cell wall, and it is the plasma membrane. So here you can see this is about hemicellulose, and this is the cellulose, and these strips are the pectin. See, where and all you can see the pectin. Okay, these are the pectin, how it is embedded in the plant cell wall, that you can see in the picture. So a pectin is a group of polysaccharides found in nature in the primary cell walls of all seed bearing plants, and are invariably located in the middle lamella. So it is a structural heteropolysaccharide. Just now the structure also we observed, correct? It is a heteropolysaccharide contained in the primary cell walls of terrestrial plants. It was first isolated and described in 1825 by Henry Braconot. So in the 1920s and 1930s, factories were built that commercially extracted pectin from the dried apple first. Okay, during this year, the commercially extracted pectin from the dried apple pomace, and later citrus peel in regions that produce the apple juice in both USA and Europe. This is the pectin was extracted. The plant cell wall is composed of polysaccharide and proteins. The wall polysaccharides are often classified into cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. That's what just now we saw the plant cell wall picture, where we understood the cellulose, how it will be hemicellulose and pectin. So pectin was the first sold as a liquid extract. Okay, but now it is they are selling it as in dried powder, which is easier than a liquid to store and also to handle. The powder is easy. So it is produced commercially as a white to light brown powder, mainly extracted from citrus fruits, and it is used as a food as gelling agent. In food, it is used as a gelling agent, particularly in jam and jelly. As a gelling agent it is used. So it is used in dessert fillings, medicines, sweets, stabilizer in fruit juices and milk drinks, such as a source of dietary fiber. Okay, as well as a source of dietary fiber, pectin is used. So it is a group of substances which forms gels when it is dissolved in water under suitable condition. First it will be dissolved in water, little bit heat treatment will be given, then only it will dissolve, and it is derived from the protopectin found in middle lamellae of the plant cell. So this protopectin is insoluble, but it is converted into soluble pectin as the fruit ripens, or it is if it is heated in an acid medium. Okay, so pectin, when it is, how it will dissolve, it requires some heat, that too in acid medium, then it will converted into soluble pectin. So in the fruits of, I also used to make pectin jelly in lab. So I used to use pectin powder. The small quantity of pectin powder, if 100 gram batch if I am using, means that small quantity of pectin powder I used to dissolve with a less amount of water, and citric acid will be there. So then little bit of that pectin powder I used to give in the slim, means it used to be low flame, so it used to dissolve. Next, sugar and all like that, pectin jelly I used to prepare by using the pectin powder, acid and sugar, little amount of water, so in the different ratios. So just while explaining you, I recollected. So in the fruits of plants, pectin helps keep the walls of adjacent cells joined together. So, and immature fruits contain precursor substances protopectin. Okay, immature protopectin. So that will convert to pectin once, and once it is converted into pectin, water soluble, as in the ripening proceeds, it will become water soluble. So at this stage, pectin helps ripening fruits to remain firm and retain their shape. So pectin, what it will help in ripening fruits also, it will maintain that firmness of the skin and all. Okay, so it is because of the pectin presence. So as a fruit becomes overripe, pectin in it is in that it is broken down into a simple sugars that are completely water soluble. So as a result, the overripe fruits become soft and begins to lose its shape because pectin will be broken. So because of its ability to form a thick gel like solution, it will form so nice, it will be. If you are also come across with this experience, nicely it will become thick if quality is good. Then thick gel like solution, and pectin is used commercially in the preparation of jellies, jam and marmalades. Its thickening properties also make it useful in the confectionery, pharmaceutical and textile industries. These pectic substances consist of an associated group of polysaccharides that are extractable with hot water and with aqueous solution of dilute acids. So the chief source of commercial pectin are the peels of citrus fruits and lesser extent of the apple pomace, okay, which is residue from the cedar presses. So very small amount of the pectin in presence of the fruit acids and sugar, it will form the jelly. very small amount of pectin, just I told you na, small amount of pectin powder I used to use. So it used to, and a small amount of acid with sugar. So pectin jelly with the different flavor, pineapple, mango, orange. It is the very good texture. Actually, kids who will not like jelly, pectin jelly. Everyone will like. It is a smooth texture. Very will feel happy to um, eat that one. So pectin also has several health benefits in humans. It includes among that is it will reduce the low density lipoprotein LDL. It will reduces, and because LDL reduces, it reduces the cholesterol also, and its ability to slow the passage of food through the intestine, relieving diarrhea also. So pectin can also activate cell death pathways in cancer cells, indicating that pectin may play an important role in preventing certain type of cancer also. And it is a natural part of the human diet, as we know that we will eat fruit and all, correct? So that through that it will have the very significant role in in the nutrition. So the daily intake of pectin from fruits and vegetables can be estimated it to be around 5 gram. If approximately 500 gram of fruits and vegetables we are consuming per day means, so out of that one 5 gram will be of pectin. So pectin also known as a pectic polysaccharides. Full big chain was there, correct? So it is known as a pectic polysaccharides and rich in the galacturonic acid. This we have to remember. This is a galacturonic acid rich in. So several distinct polysaccharides have been identified and characterized within a pectin group. Homogalactrons are linear chains of alpha alpha 1,4 linked D-galacturonic acid. The pectin extract may be further clarified by filtration through a filter aid. So the clarified extract is then concentrated under vacuum. Powdered pectin can be produced by mixing the concentrated liquid from either apple or citrus with an alcohol. Okay, so first liquid is extracted and next it is clarified and filtered and it is concentrated in the vacuum. And it is so alcohol, by using the alcohol it is the pectin is separated as a stringy gelatinous mass which is pressed and washed to remove the mother liquor, dried and ground, both like that they will be extracting. The process yields pectin of around 70% esterification, that is methoxylation. To produce other types, some of ester groups must be hydrolyzed. So this is commonly carried out by the action of acid. So either before or during prolonged extraction in the concentrated liquid or in alcoholic slurry, before the separation or drying, this esterification is done. So this process can produce a range of calcium reactive low methoxy pectin. So hydrolysis using ammonia results in the conversion of some of the ester groups into amide groups. So that ester groups will convert into amide groups, producing the amated low methoxyl pectin. Okay, esterification is done and next it is forming the amidated low methoxy pectin. So some pectins to be remembered, some points to be remembered for the extracting pectin. some points to be remembered for extracting pectin, like the maximum quantity of pectin is extracted in an acid solute. So in fruits are rich, means for example whatever we will be taking, if the fruits are rich in pectin but low in acidity, then acidifying this we have to add the acidifying agent before cooking increases the viscosity of the extraction. So cooked extraction contain more pectin than raw juices. Short period of a cooking, usually 10 to 20 minutes, it will yield extraction of better gelling powder than does long boiling. Okay, these and all the clues where we can use in extraction. So this is what the liquid, then it is converted into powder. From this one it can be extracted, then it can be powder can be made. So substituted galactorones are characterized by the presence of the saccharide residues such as D-xylose and D-apiose in the respective cases of the xylogalactronone and apigalactronone, branching from the backbone of D-galactrononic acid residues. And ramanogalactronone pectin, that is RGI, contains backbone of the repeating disaccharide. So alpha D-galactrononic acid and alpha L-ramanose. From many of the ramanose residues, side chains of various neutral sugars branch off. So the neutral sugars are mainly like what and all, just I told that picture I shown in that D-galactose, D-arabinose, D-xylose, with the types of the and proportion of neutral sugars varying with the origin of pectin. Another structural type of pectin is raminogalactronone 2, RG2, which is less frequent, complex, highly branched polysaccharide. Raminogalactronone 2 is classified by some authors within the group of substituted galactronones, since raminogalactronone 2 backbone is made exclusively of D-galactronic acid units. So isolated pectin has a molecular weight of typically 60,000 to 1,30,000 gram per mole. It is varying with the origin and extraction condition. So this is about the chemistry of the pectin. So pears, apples, guava, plum, gooseberry, orange, other citrus fruits contain large amounts of pectin, while soft fruit like cherries, grapes and strawberries contain small amount of pectin. So now you can see the in case of apple 1 to 1.5%, apricot 1%, cherries 0.4%, orange 0.5 to 3.5%, carrot 1.4%, citrus peels will be 30%, highest citrus peels 30% of pectin will be there. And in addition to the galactronone segments, sugar also present, like ramanose RHA is a minor component of a pectin backbone and introduces a clink into the straight chain, and other neutral sugars such as arabinose, galactose and xylose occur in the side chain. A chain of several hundred, that is 1 to 4 bonded units with the vary of the this typical fragment. Okay, so we can see the picture here. This is whatever I explained, you can see. Okay, and this is what ramanose and galactronic acid and side chains. Okay, so now we will understand the how it is preparation of the this pectin. The specific method of preparation of pectin is guided by the source of the raw material. What raw material we will be taking, based on that preparation method will be varying, maybe lemon, orange rind or apple pomace. In general, the preserved or freshly obtained lemon peels are gently boiled with approximately 20 times its weight of the fresh water. Okay, means if for example 1 gram of we are 10 1 gram of we are taking the rind, means 20 times we have to take a water, 20 gram, one example. So that has to be heated at 90 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. So effectively the pH will be about, we have to 3.5 to 4. Okay, must be, we have to maintain, as I already told you, if less acidic content is there, we have to add some acid to this one from the outside only. So we have to maintain 3.5 to 4 pH. Then with the maybe food grade lactic acid or citric acid or tartaric acid, okay, to achieve the maximum of extraction. pH and this temperature we have to maintain, then maximum amount of the pectin can be extracted. Once the boiling is completed, the peels are mildly squeezed to obtain the liquid portion with which is then subjected for centrifugation. It will be very nice to prepare in lab also. We will get very good pectin. Okay. So it will give the centrifugation. What it will do? It will the whatever the sedimentation down, you will get the solid particles, and above it will be clear liquid will be. So nice, it will do the separation. So from this resulting from then we will get the some solution. So both proteins and starch contents are suitably removed by enzymatic hydrolysis. Now again we have to carry the enzymatic hydrolysis. The remaining solution is warmed to deactivate the added enzymes. Then the slightly colored solution is effectively decolorized with the activated carbon or activated charcoal. Then finally the pectin is purest form. Then after that we will get the precipitation. Then with the solvents like methanol or ethanol we will be using. Then it is washed with a small quantities of the solvent. Then it is dried in a vacuum oven and stored in a airtight containers or polybags. Here you can see powder. How the pectin. So appearance will be coarse or fine powder. Color will be yellowish to white. Odor will be practically odorless. No odor will be there. How flour and all. So taste will be mucilaginous taste, and solubility completely soluble in 20 parts of water. Now we will understand the uses of this pectin. The main use of pectin, vegetable agglutinate. It is a gelling agent. It is called as a vegetable agglutinate because it is act as a gelling agent, thickening agent and stabilizer in food. The classical application is giving the jelly-like consistency to jams and marmalades. So it will otherwise in sweet juices also it will give the thickness. It also reduces the syneresis, that is separation of low molecular weight liquid on their surfaces in the jam. So nice setting because of pectin. The what we can tell, the watery it will be there, na, that we will call separation of this liquid, that we will call it as a syneresis. So that is not good for the product. Its shelf life will be reducing and it will not good appeal. It will not give the good appeal if the syneresis will be there means. So this one will be avoided by adding the pectin while jam preparation, marmalades. So it will increase the gel strength and low calorie jams also. For the low calorie. So for household use, pectin is an ingredient in gelling sugar. As a jam sugar, we will call it as a jam sugar. Okay, where it is diluted to the right concentration with the sugar and some citric acid to adjust the pH. Then in the home also you can make the very nice jam. So in some countries pectin is also available as a solution or in extract, and it is blended powder for a home jam making. So conventional jam and marmalades that contain about the 60% of sugar and soluble fruit solids will be there, and high ester pectins also it is used. With low ester pectin and amidated pectins, less sugar is needed so that diet products can be made. Okay. So it is used in confectionery jellies to give a good gel structure and a clean bite and to confirm a good flavor release. So it can also be used to stabilize the acidic protein drinks such as drinking yogurt to improve the mouth feel and the pulp stability in juice based drink, and as fat substitute in baked goods. So typical level of pectin used as a food additive is about 0.5 to 1%. Okay. As additive we can use, I told you, very less amount I used to use. Okay, that is what pectin powder means, 0.5 to 1. So this is about the same amount of the pectin as in fresh fruit also we will get, and same thing if we want to use powder also, this much is enough. In medicine, pectin increases the viscosity and volume of stool so that it is used against a constipation and diarrhea. Okay. So it is employed mostly as an intestinal demulcent. It is believed that unchanged molecule of polygalactonic acid may exert a adsorbent action in the internal layers of the intestine. Adsorbent. Okay. So producing a protective action along with the kaolin to prevent the and control diarrhea. So it has been used in a gentle heavy metal removal from the biological system also. Good it is. Okay, as adsorbent I told. No? So it is also used in throat lozenges. Not only in pectin jelly, for throat lozenges also small quantity, typically medicated tablet. So it is dissolved slowly in the mouth to temporarily, because slowly we have to, suddenly if you are, because to stop the cough and all, na? So it has to give the soothing effect for the irritated throat. For that it will be slowly it has to consumed, means it will act as a protective film. So in the form of paste exerts bacteriostatic activity, and hence it is used to frequently in the treatment of ulcer and deep wounds. Okay. So in cosmetic products also pectin act as a stabilizer, and it is found that pectin from different sources provided different gelling abilities due to variation in molecular size and chemical composition. This I too experienced. Sometimes if pectin powder is not good, it will not get set only pectin powder quality, how the gelling ability will be different. Okay. So accordingly the ratio of the acid and the sugar will be varying. So like other natural polymer, a major problem with the pectin is inconsistency in reproducibility between the samples, which may result in poor reproducibility in drug delivery characteristics. Okay, in ruminant nutrition, depending on the extent of the lignification of the cell wall, pectin is up to 90% digestibility by the bacterial enzyme. Okay. So the authors reported on the positive results of the using pectin food additive preparations in a number of clinical studies conducted on children in severely polluted areas, up to 50% improvement over control groups. So now we will look into the jellies, jam, marmalades. So jelly is a soft, you can see the picture, soft, elastic, transparent food made from the fruit juice boiled with the sugar. Jelly it is. Jam is a food made by boiling fruit pulp with the sugar until thick. Okay, this is what the difference between jelly and jam. So marmalade is a clear jelly like mixture in which shreds or thin slices of fruits or peel is suspended. So this is the jelly, jam and marmalade. Preserves also are, these are the whole small fruits but are vegetables or pieces of a large fruits or vegetables cooked in a thick syrup until clear, plump and somewhat translucent. Okay. So selection of fruits and vegetables for jelly, jam, marmalades and preserves. That is important. How we will select? In sorting and grading of fruits and vegetables, so which one, so wholesomeness we have to see, how it is, how it looks whole together, firmness and all, cleanliness, and it should be freedom from undesirable substances and degree of protection in shapes also. So this is the machine where the pectin jelly with different shapes, correct na? So nice teddy bear jelly. So in sorting and grading of the fruits and vegetables, again we have to look into the quality like uniformity in sizes, freedom from blemishes and desirable aroma should be there, color, flavor, texture, and it should have good nutritive value also. So pectin is significant in jelly making because these substances cause jelly to set. Okay. If pectin is not good condition, the jelly is not going to set. That is myself only experience. Then we rejected that pectin powder. Then we ordered again. So pectin powder is very important to set the jelly. A mixture of slightly underripe and ripe fruits is best for jelly making, and they are high in acid and pectin content. If overripe fruits are used, then pectin changes into pectic acid. So pectic acid will not form into jelly. Okay, so overripe fruits not correct to use. Too green fruits on the other hand, it will not have the enough flavors. You will not get then the taste and all. So you have to get, you should use correct moderate ripen fruit. So we have to select the fruits. So how we can prepare, that is fruits, for we have, it should be rich in flavor and it should contain enough amount of pectin and acid. See, this is marmalade jelly and all, you can see here. So jelly formation is possible, it is with non-veg actually. Okay, meat, with meat jelly is used. So it is possible only with the proper pectin to sugar. Okay, pectin to sugar acid ratio. Pectin, a water soluble substance, it is found in some slightly underripe fruits that cause the jellies to set. Slightly underripe is capable of forming a gel when sugar and acid are in the right proportion. Very sensitive, it looks like simple. Okay, in lab also sometimes a little bit while weighing, if it happens means synersis, I told na, watery, proper setting will not be there, then how the shelf life will be? Soon by morning means it is having less shelf life if you are in the lab and all, if you are manufacturing. So the proper ratio is required. So some of the examples here given by telling the example of the fruits. So acid what it does? Acid, it makes the jelly firm and rigid in structure, and it is essential for flavor and gel formation. For flavor release also acid require. Then gel formation occur from the 2.5 to 3.5 pH value. Okay, then only gel formation will occur. The ideal pH value for successful gel formation is 3.2. That is also nicely they have given. And fruits will differ in acidity as we told. So we have to add extra acid. And sugar, what does the sugar, what is the function of sugar then? The formation of jelly, the caused by the pectin is agent by the sugar. Okay, jelly how it is? Because of the agent sugar only. So acid, it controls the rigidity, strength and strength of the jelly while acting as a preservative at the same time. Okay, it will act as a preservative also, and it will give, the acid will give rigidity and also the strength of the jelly. The amount of sugar needed to add, it will depending upon the acid and pectin content of the juice. This we have to remember always, that acid, pectin and sugar, these ratios should be proper to get the proper setting. If the solution has more acid and less sugar, then if more acid is there, less sugar is required. High pectin content requires for more sugar. 3/4 cup of the sugar is recommended for a cup of fruit juice. 1 cup of fruit juice if you are taking, then 3/4 cup of sugar has to be taken. And it is less than this would give the lower gel strength. And always we have to remember to mix the sugar to the juice. Before boiling only it has to be mixed. Okay, this is also very important, otherwise proper setting will not happen. And refined sugar is recommended to use for the jelly making. See, this and all the very important clues. And pectin content of the fruits and vegetables is also important. So testing the pectin content to find out if the fruit has high or low pectin. So how it can be? So cooking test. So we have to boil small amount of juice with the sugar. Then if it gel sets, then we can understand it is having a very rich in pectin. So I was telling with the calcium how it will gel will form. So it is called as a egg box dimer and egg box cavity, because you can see here pectin segments are there inside calcium. Okay, this is what it is explained in structure. It is the one. Okay. So in case of alcohol test, in alcohol test, we have to mix 1 tablespoon of fruit juice with 2 tablespoon of 95% alcohol. Then the result will be determining the pectin content of the fruit juice. If rich in pectin, then a transparent jelly we will get, like lump is formed. And fruit juice rich in pectin, moderate amount of the pectin is there means, then a jelly like clot is not very firm. Okay, moderate amount, it will not be firm. It may broken into 2 or more lumps. Very little pectin content also, the clot could not broken into a numerous small pieces or juice is cloudy. Okay, this is what gel meter test also. In this test, fruit juice is allowed to run down into a tube for 1 minute. Then the test the pectin content. Okay, so the 2 indications of a gel meter that will show if the fruit has high or low pectin. Rich in pectin content. So the juice is thicker and runs down into the tube more slowly. And low in pectin content, the juice runs below 1/2, okay, mark of the gel meter after 1 minute. This is what indication, rich in pectin content how it will be and low in pectin how it will be. And testing the fruit acidity. The acidity, for that we have to mix the tablespoon of okay, so high acid content, if the test is sour as a solution, okay, so that is what we have. Then lack of acid content if the test of the solution is less sour. So gelling may be improved by adding acid in the form of the lemon juice or commercial citric and tartaric acid in powder form, it is available, so that also can be added. So combining juices that has a low acidity to juices with a high acidity will perform the sour taste and corresponded desired quality. So this is also same how it will. So pectin used in a jams and marmalade. So jams and marmalades with the soluble solid content at least 55% are the classic application for high methyl pectin. Okay, so and it will guarantee excellent flavor release and low synersis and fruity sweet taste. So this is what jams and with the soluble solid content of the at least 55% are the classic application for high methyl pectin. Okay, and high methyl pectin is a choice for the recommended filling temperature between the 65 to 85 degrees Celsius. So whatever we are able to see here, that can be done by taking these points. So high methyl pectin, as it is additive, it is E440, E440. It is a sensible alternative when the gelling transparency or color the pectin may influence the appearance of the finished product. So HM pectin means high methyl ester. It is used in traditional jams and now fruited beverages. LM pectin means low methyl ester, so low calorie jams, fruit preparation for yogurts, preparation for baking and pastry fillings. Pectin used in a confectionery. So the solid content of the confectionery products, which is normally between 70% to 80% together with the high acidity, can cause the rapid or even uncontrollable gelling speed. So if the wrong type of the pectin is used. So apple and citrus pectin contain different well balanced buffer system to provide the consistent setting properties and consistent gelling strength. Okay, so special pectin, that is E440, are available for extra low filling temperature. Low methyl pectin, that is also E440, is recommended for fruit spreads with the soluble content lower than the 50%, 55%. HM pectin is high methyl ester, that is fruit paste it is used, and gelled articles. LM pectin is low methyl ester, it is a miscellaneous, and pectin is used in a dairy. So this prevents serum or phase separation and casein aggregation, okay, with the low pH values. And also it increases the viscosity and thus it will increase the mouthfeel and taste to acidified dairy beverages like drinkable yogurt, fruit containing milks, okay, fruit milkshakes and all. And fruit and milks are refreshing combination that is perfect for a healthy and natural diet. Okay, so in case of the dairy, it is act as a pectin act as a stabilization for acid dairy drinks, and LM pectin used in yogurt, fruit preparation for yogurt, fruit preparation for dessert creams. So in case of the dairy also, and in case of the beverage also it is used. Okay, so in case of the fruit juice drinks, to give the good natural mouth feel, so HM pectin types are used, and it will give the standardized to constant physical and rheological properties. In applications where you want to increase the soluble fiber content, you have the choice of different low viscosity of the pectin types. So in the bakery also it is used as a special character, like glazes, seal, and also sometimes flavor enhancer, for freshness preserver. So all these things it will give the good rheological flow will be good. So this is what about the pectin. So additional calcium normally is only needed if the soluble solid content is lower than the 40%. Okay, and LMA, these are the only pectins which produces the thermoreversible HM pectins, that is E440. It is a highly methyl composed of a more than 50% of esterified galactonic acid units. So a broad range of different DE from the 50% to 78%. Okay, so these are the low methoxypectin gels also, as we already explained. Okay, so it is required to form. Okay, so low methoxypectin jelly and high methoxypectin jelly. So I think goodbye for today. For any enquiry you can call or WhatsApp to a number which is available on the screen. So again we will meet on the same platform. Hope you will continue your preparation with iiocs.com. Thank you.